State. This is going to be an interesting matchup for the Longhorns because they are going up against a Colorado State team that is bringing in a new offensive coordinator, and um, that offensive coordinator is Matt Mum, who is whose father is Hal Hum. And as you guys know, Hal Hum alongside Mike Leach pretty much were the forefathers and the forerunners for the air raid offense. And you're pretty much getting it straight from the horse's mouth in terms of the air raid offense right here at Colorado State. And as you guys know, Colorado State quarterback Brandon Fowler Nicolisi is going to be returning this year, and he had a pretty substantial season last year for Colorado State, putting up big numbers. However, Colorado State defense was what you consider below average and did not perform at the expectations, which normally tends to happen with air raid offenses or that those West Coast teams, as you'll say. And the cause for concern for Colorado State during this game is also going to be their defense, going up against a Texas team led by returner Quinn Ewers and head coach Steve Sarkisian, who are coming off a very successful 2023 campaign in which they won the Big 12, made it all the way to the college football playoff, eventually losing on the last play to Washington. They are losing a couple of players, though, obviously losing their top receiver, Adonai Mitchell. How will Quinn Edwards respond to that? We will see. And how will Quinn Edwards take the next step? As you guys know, Quinn Edwards is actually one of the Heisman favorites leading up into this season. With Texas going into the SEC, will that strength of schedule affect them? How will it affect them? Will they be up to the task of playing in the daunted SEC alongside fellow SEC newcomer in Oklahoma? How will they be able to respond to the physicality of that conference? And unfortunately for this first game matchup for Texas, you won't see much in terms of physicality, in terms of their ability to create pressure from the interior, as well as pick up blitz packages from the interior, which is something you're going to see a lot of in the SEC. So don't expect this game to be a sign of things to come in the SEC for Texas, because Colorado State just doesn't play that style of football. They're much more akin to what used to be known as the Pac-12, more closely resembles a Big 12 team as well. So I do expect it to be a high-scoring game for Texas. I don't expect the game to be close because even though Texas comes from the Big 12, they are a physical team. They had one of the best defenses in the country last year in terms of points. And I believe that the secondary for Texas this year is much better than it was last year. So I do believe the Texas is going to be able to take away a lot of the passing attack from Colorado State during this matchup. And I don't expect this game to be close. I expect Texas to get out to an early lead and sustain that lead. Right now, ESPN has Texas with a 97% chance of winning that game, and I'd go along with that. I think that's pretty on par. And right now, the over-under is currently at 59, and the spread is 932 for Texas both ways. And I would take that spread. I would take minus 32. Right now, I have this game being a score of 41 to 14. So give or take on the spread, but that's what I expect the score to be. I expect Texas to be up by at least 20 points at halftime. And, Colorado State's air raid offense just won't be able to get into a rhythm because of the secondary of Texas. And Colorado State doesn't do a good job of running the ball. We know Texas is one of the best run stoppers in the country, especially last season, and bringing back those returners from the defensive line is going to prove to be difficult for Colorado State. So like I said, right now I have the score being scored 42 to 14 Texas. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you guys think this is a possible upset alert for Texas? Or do you think that this is going to be a blowout game and leave it at that? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm looking forward to hearing all about it. I do believe that this is a great first game matchup for Texas, though, because, like I said, because the SEC schedule is so difficult this season, you don't want to schedule too difficult of an out-of-conference opponent. It's kind of similar to what LSU is doing. I mean, they not similar. Sorry, they scheduled a very difficult opponent for them in USC. So we'll see how the SEC schedule is going to affect Texas, over the course of the season. I'm very much looking forward to that. But like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm looking forward to hearing all about it. In our next segment, guys, we are going to be discussing another highly touted SEC team. So be sure to stick around for that, guys. You are not going to miss it. We will be right back.